aim of the Targeting Talent program was always to increase the academic, social and psychological preparation of learners with academic potential from socio-economically disadvantaged communities so that they may access higher education. We do know, and I think Nelson Mandela, our previous president, always said that education is the only instrument that can change the lives of people. The TTP annual family workshop is held for the purpose of ensuring that all relevant stakeholders are brought together to interact, to connect, but most importantly for TTP to be able to provide the parents, the guardians, the school principals and various stakeholders with an update of what the students and learners have been exposed to during their particular contact sessions. So the family workshop is really an important event because it also allows us to convey the important requirements that are essential for supporting learners, but more importantly, to help the parents support the aspirations of the learners. So besides what's fascinating is that we've been implementing annual family workshops for the past 17 years. And for me, this particular family workshop is really important because it's the end of an era. We are concluding the Targeting Talent program after 17 years of implementation. And so the essential nature of the program hasn't changed. The only thing that has been different is that we've expanded to different provinces over time.
The Student Equity and Talent Management Unit facilitated family workshops in 7 provinces in 2023. The first workshop was held on the 4th of March 2023 in the Northern Cape Province at Kuruman Lodge. There were 8 schools from the Northern Cape Province in attendance. Representing these schools were SGB members, principals, maths, physical science and life science educators, and where applicable, the TTP coordinating educators. Also in attendance were the representatives for the Asmang Buleng Trust.
And I want to get into your mind around how being in struggle and being in blessings can be both a beautiful thing and a very difficult thing. So we need to embrace both as it happens.
The first one that I want to talk about is the blame ego. So the blame ego is common to many of us, especially when situations don't go the way we want them to go.
The beneficiaries of the funding provided by the Asmang Buleng Trust reflected on the benefits experienced throughout their participation in the program.
What I found beneficial for me is that it gave me the urge to go back home and do my own research and understand the career path and what I want to do and find my purpose.
You are going to notice that the words that are going to be resonating with you is that you are chosen. You are brilliant as you are chosen, and that's what I'm learning with my kids. They know they've got potential, they need to meet the requirement, but they are chosen and they're constantly choosing themselves. Always choose yourself. Know that you can, and that's what I'm saying to my other group. Now I'm on my second group. They're in grade 12, I'm with my 2 ladies at the back. Those kids, the second thing we are noticing is that they are leaders that didn't even know that they are. When people come up and say speeches that leaders are born and not made, and I say, well, set me, created leaders for my kids. Because 100% it is sure that all these kids that go through this program, by the time they get to grade 11 and we are selecting prefects, they make the list, they make the cut. Some of them become deputies or even heads of the school. That's a distinct difference that I'm noticing.
I teach at a school where resources are limited. Like for learners who are doing science, if you have to speak about magnesium, They can't see it. But these ones, they went to vets, they have seen it. Now they come back and they come with that knowledge. So it means that they are, I would say they have more advantage than others. But then when I compare them to the other ones, I think they are far ahead in terms of experiences in life. And you can see that most learners at our schools are not motivated, but these ones are motivated. They think of life after matric. In most cases, where I teach, learners don't really think about life after matric. All they think about is that I'm going to finish with matric and then go to the mine, and that's it. But these ones, they think about, I'm going to go to varsity, from varsity, and then I'll start looking for a job. They are leaders.
Yes, it has been adding a lot to my learners. More so that it's been giving them the maths and science, and they've been sharing with other learners. As our school is one of the quintile wines school, whereby our learners, the background of our learners, they are from the some of them are from the rural areas. They are also using the learner transport. There is a lot of problems. So the learners who are getting this additional information from TTP, they are also sharing to other learners, and then everything is going very, very well.
Unfortunately, it's my last year and it's the end of the TTP program. But I'd like to start by saying thank you so much to the donors. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you for believing in us, for investing in our futures. And like Mama Zina would say, to whom much is given, much is expected. And I know that you guys expect a lot from us, and to use the real life tools that you have taught us to apply them. And to the SEDMU team, I would like to say thank you so much for choosing me and for believing in me. To my TTP friends, I'd like to say thank you for supporting me, for being there with me. You are amazing souls. Thank you so much.
The second family workshop was held on the 11th of March 2023 in the Limpopo province at Bolivia Lodge in Polokwane. There were 15 schools from the Limpopo province in attendance. In addition to the SGB members, principals and educators, representatives for the ETDP SETA and Limpopo Department of Education were also in attendance. Mrs. Susan Malema from the Limpopo Department of Education welcomed the various stakeholders and served as MC for the event.
Thank you very much, principals. Thank you very much. Now, we also have the ETDP SETA, Mr. Temase, and your colleagues. We have the most important guests in this hall. 80 grade 12 learners in the different schools from the different districts. I'll read you the schools later on. Now, because I'm not so certain if all of them are here, I'll just ask all the schools or the learners from the different schools, the TTP class of 2023. May you stand up and let them see who you are.
The provincial manager of the ETDP SETA presented a donor address.
The only time that you get to see your impact is when you walk into a plane and you find that the flight attendant is one of your former students. When you walk into a hospital and you find the medical practitioner is one of those learners that you taught. And that is when you get a sense of fulfillment and gratitude. my wish is that we should be having all our learners in this province being exposed to this program. Very comprehensive, and I'm not sure if the learners who are here, the 80, have got any gray areas. You know, when you buy a car these days, people say, I bought a full house. This program is a full house. It's got all the bases covered in preparing our learners for life at an institution of higher learning. And when they walk out of this program and they are finally admitted to whatever university or institution, they don't have to waste time acclimatizing to the concrete jungle that they will find themselves in.
The learners funded by the ETDP SETA expressed their sentiments of gratitude for their participation in the program.
One of the greatest gifts that this program has given me are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independency. TTP has had a positive impact in my academic engagement at school. I have learned to communicate more thoroughly in a chronologic manner. With the aid of TTP, I have learned to embrace the things that make me different. This improved my engagement with my subject, teachers, and fellow learners, as I am now a person who is equipped with knowledge of the past and wisdom of the future.
SIGMU TTP has given me the confidence to stand into these large people and speak what is in my heart. I have learned to face every conundrum with a positive mindset rather than just going in expecting failure and disappointment. I have learned to draw inspiration from the things that are around me rather than just finding disappointment in them.
When I started my TTP journey last year, it was not easy because it was my first time attending an online class. It was very hard at first to navigate to the classes, but through the help of SETMU technicians, I was able to adjust. It was also hard at first to communicate with others, but I realized that if I do not communicate, I will not learn anything. So I decided to move from my comfort zone and started communicating.
In attendance was a 2015 alumna from Harry Oppenheimer Agricultural High School in the Limpopo province. She shared her experience of the TTP as well as the lessons learned while participating in the program, including those she continues to utilize to this day.
Thank you for the accommodation, for the high-class accommodation, sometimes at VETs and at other times at hotels, the food, the high-quality clothing, which to this day I still wear on one of the coldest days of the year, the fun and games, the academic enlightenment. Thank you so much for treating me like I am valuable and I matter, because I actually started believing in myself from then onwards.
I'm now confident when delivering classroom content to the learners. So in 2019, we were given topics that we had to do research on and presented our findings in groups. And in that time, my group and I had managed to be amongst the top 3 to be acknowledged.
TTP has exposed me to a whole different side of learning. I was able to get the privilege of being taught by the best and highly qualified lecturers, and again I was able to have a new mindset, and of which I was able to be a different child in my family. I was I was a child who did not know how to manage time, and through TTP I feel like I am getting better and better as time is going by. And as for my school, it has really been a good beneficial program. Really, it has been a holistic program, honestly speaking. And on that note, on the contrary, I'd like to take this moment and express my sincere gratitude to our donor, TTP SETA, for fueling my future and paving my road to success.
I think the program has prepared her for university and the outside world as a whole, because she could tackle anything. She was exposed to even international programs. She went out of the country. We were scared, but she said, I'm ready, I can do anything, because the program has prepared me to face anything in this world. And I acknowledge my weaknesses, I acknowledge my strengths, and I can do everything to face my challenges.
To the donor, it's that thank you, first of all, because they have been so supportive and just helping us in any way that they can. To my family as well, I'd like to thank them for being there with me through all the face-to-face sessions and even the online sessions. And to my school as well, thank you for exposing me to this opportunity, and to other people that might be joining, soak in every single moment, because this is an opportunity that rarely ever comes, and when you get it, it's something you should take very seriously.
There were 5 additional family workshops facilitated in various provinces. The Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal family workshops took place on the 18th of March 2023. The Northwest, Free State and Mpumalanga provincial family workshops took place on the 24th of March 2023. The program concludes, the Student Equity and Talent Management Unit and Targeting Talent Program would like to express their appreciation to the respective partner schools for their unwavering support.
And to the parents and to the school principals, I just want to say a big thank you for allowing me to work with these amazing learners.
At the end of each family workshop, TTP presented feeder schools stationery gifts as a token of their appreciation.
Setlu and the team have achieved and gone beyond and above. I think the family workshop has always been a success. We've always been excited about engaging with the families, the learners and the various stakeholders. And I think we've achieved our objectives in terms of ensuring that the learners' aspirations are supported by their guardians and parents. So you in grade 12 this year, it's an important year. You've participated in the program for the past 3 years, and we preach to you all the time saying that hard work pays off. Fail fast, fail often, and fail forward. And we hope to see you at WITS next year in 2024.
And my message to you this morning is keep on keeping on.